Welcome back to Hey Kentucky. Now a segment called Good Week, Bad Week. Mary Jo and I are going to look through this week's headlines and see who's done well and who hasn't. Are you ready?
I'm ready.
It was a good week for the Cleveland Browns. They beat the Ravens, tied the Steelers, and some are believing this Browns team could be a contender. Even Snoop Dogg came to practice this week. Are you buying the Cleveland Browns?
Yes, that they had a good week, absolutely. I'm not buying them as a contender just yet, but they are a fun team to watch. LeBron left, so Baker Mayfield is the
Baker's
next guy.
Baker's a new star, right?
And it's fun to watch them not be just pitiful.
They've become my second favorite team. I'm a Bears guy, but I like them. I think it was Hard Knocks. Their coach seems like he's kind of an idiot, but I still sort of wish for him to do well. I like when teams that have sucked, like Kentucky football, get good, so I'm for the Browns. Now, it was apparently also a good week for Kanye West. Whatever you think of the rapper, he's been on the headlines a lot after being on Saturday Night Live, and then he visited the Oval Office, and the president says he can see himself in 2020 campaigning with Kanye. I watched a lot of this. It was insane, but Kanye got attention, so I guess that's good for him.
If your ploy is to get attention, then yes, it was a good week. I am like over Kanye. Kanye.
He's such a goober. But I will say this. I find it fascinating, the hypocrisy of life. Obama invited rappers into the White House, and people went nuts. Kanye comes in, drops the F-bomb while in the Oval Office, and everybody just, way to go, Kanye.
And of course, if you've seen, like, when he unlocked his phone screen.
His passcode was 6 zeros.
Yes, but then when it popped up, it was like a pornographic shot.
Oh, I didn't see that.
Yeah.
Look at what Mary Jo's watching. Next, It was a bad week for Bill Self. An Adidas consultant implicated the Kansas basketball coach in the FBI trial. I think Kansas may be in for a little bit of a reckoning.
This was a really bad week for Bill Self. A really bad week.
Does you think anything happens out of this?
But I don't.
I don't either.
They're
not going to put 10 college basketball programs on probation. They're just not.
No.
So I don't think it's going to matter. Now, next, it was a bad week for one of my favorite guys, ex-Kentucky basketball player Isaac Humphries. He was picked up by the Atlanta Hawks and then cut 1 day later before he even arrived in Atlanta.
How do you know you should cut someone before you even see them? But he's done so well in Australia.
And he did get signed by their G League team, so that's good.
Okay, yeah.
But I don't understand the I sign you and then you don't even get here yet and you're out.
Yeah.
But I still think he could have a future, and he can sing. You ever heard his voice?
I have.
He can really sing.
Yes.
Next, it was a good week for Supreme Court Justice Ruth Bader Ginsburg, a company that created a successful Kickstarter campaign to make her Notorious RBG action figure. Do you think people are going to buy the Ruth Bader Ginsburg action figure?
Yes, I do. I
Really,
absolutely
you do?
because she has gotten so much attention from millennials on social media. Notorious RBG. I've seen those shirts everywhere.
Yes.
Yeah.
I will say this: the documentary about her, RBG, is like really, really good. I'm not going to buy, though, an action figure.
You hardly buy anything.
That's a good point, but I'm not going to buy that.
Yeah.
And finally, it was a bad week for Snapchat. Stock prices for the once popular app have been tumbling. Users have been bailing. It's only worth 20% what it was 2 years ago. You feel sorry for Snapchat?
I don't necessarily feel sorry for them. My son still makes sure his streaks are maintained on the regular.
You know, they did a little update, and it screwed it up. I've stopped using it. I used to love it.
Yeah.
They screwed it up. One update ruined the whole thing, and now they're done. Bad week.